breaking out the old giant healer and farming up some big loot in today's episode. Welcome, fellow fans of Clash of Clans, to another episode of Clash of Clans Attacks, where today we're talking about farming with giants and healers, or if you refer to it with its slick nickname that is used in-game, Giant Healer. Now in this episode, we won't necessarily be talking about huge loot raids, but rather specifically about the strategy, how to manage deployment, and use this army composition to make sure that you walk away with a profit every single time. Now right away we are in slow motion because you see this base design a lot in Town Hall 6, 7, and 8 with the open walls, and that is a giant trap, and Liam has done a smart thing here by deploying just one giant. You see he triggers the big bomb. Unfortunately, there's room for more traps than that, and he is going to lose a few giants right away to a spring trap. There they go off the screen, and now Liam drops down the healers, a few supporting troops to clear out those surrounding structures. Clan Castle troops coming out to meet the giants. He doesn't have a lightning spell, so he is going to count on those healers and a heal spell to keep those giants up. A few wizards will get in there and wipe out those Clan Castle troops. But you'll see that air defense, that is a critical thing about these giant healer attacks, is those air defenses. You have to take those into account and realize that they are going to wipe out your healers if you're not careful. You can see that the giants are moving in towards the core of this base, and that top right air defense going to work on the healers. The giants taking it out though, and the healers are still up. So that is the key right there, to get those healers to last as long as possible, to keep your groups of giants healed. Now the healers don't always necessarily behave. Now you can see they have gone off to the left. They're supporting the wizards and the other giants on the lower left corner of the screen, and they are headed towards that second air defense. You see the third air defense at the top of the screen is out of commission, under construction, so it is not a factor. But the wizards took out that second air defense, so now the healers are pretty much safe from getting wiped out. The wizard towers will almost always be focused on the ground troops and leave those healers alone. And now, having cleared out the core of this base, Liam has taken all of the loot that was available, so the rest is just cleanup. He's going to let the attack run out to collect a few extra trophies and wrap up this attack with well over 400,000 in loot and 1,400 in dark elixir, in addition to 14 trophies. And there you can see the total raid cost in elixir, so not a big profit, but it is certainly the easiest of the three to obtain at this level. For our next replay, we've got Buckeye Gal, also from the clan Full Attack, going after a base that has almost 900,000 in loot and an outside air defense that had probably been under construction, so she drops a couple of giants to take it out right away, and now a few wall breakers and wizards. Obviously she's headed for that second air defense, trying to get it down early so it doesn't take out many of the healers. So she's going to use a rage spell right here to make sure those giants get right to it. There goes the cannon. Now the air defense goes down, but not before it does take out one of her healers. But you'll notice it really only takes one healer to keep these giants up, despite all of that splash damage that is coming in. They are into the core, going to take out these 4 mortars very quickly. And there goes the last rage spell, dead in the center, and that will help expedite the process as the giants wipe out the mortars. The wizards take out the town hall, and now it really doesn't matter. The giants will fall, the healer as well, to that air defense, but they have done their job. They completely cleaned out the core. The last wizard just about taking out that last gold storage, and now just a few more troops being dropped around the outside as we fast forward through the rest of this attack. Buckeye Gal wrapping up another 3-star victory. And as we look at the final numbers, a raid cost of just under 180,000 elixir brings in a massive profit. Next up, we have none other than Galadon on the Full Attack, going after what Peter $17 might call a fully maxed out Town Hall 10, but in actuality is more like a Town Hall 8 base. You can see the abandoned expo, Town Hall 10 only in the Town Hall building itself. And this big open enclosure here, a perfect place for, as Spencer $23 would say, send everyone. Okay, that wasn't right. Send everyone! How's that? So everybody goes into the center. You've got the healers coming in now that that air defense is down. And here's kind of a mistake. I dropped in the king, and that could distract the healers from their main job, which is keeping those giants up. The king, sometimes better used in a different part of the village, maybe as a cleanup unit. In this case, everybody gets into that center. We're clearing out loot really quickly, and now it really doesn't matter that the giants will fall at the bottom of the screen, because the cleanup units and the king will be plenty to get through the rest of this base. You can see right there, the wizard tower is just going to wreak havoc on those giants without having a healer there to keep them up. The last air defense might have been a good idea to take a couple of units at the very bottom and get that air defense out of the way. But as you can see, we're doing a good job getting through. We've got almost all of the loot already. So again, it really is just cleanup at this point, taking as many trophies as we possibly can. And as we fast forward through the rest of this attack, we won't quite get a complete 3-star victory, but we will get in there and get that dark elixir before we leave, wrapping up this raid. And there is the final tally, a cost of 205,000 elixirs, so a big profit in all 3 resources. So really, Giant Healer, a very effective strategy at Town Halls 6, 7, and 8 for getting into that core, getting the maximum loot out of raids. It does take, of course, longer to train than a standard Barge army, especially with those spells, but it can be worth it when you're going after those big loot bases. Now, as a footnote, that footage was recorded before the release of the Air Sweeper, which will change things up a bit, but the number one thing, attack from behind it, use your rage spells, and at lower town halls 6, 7, and 8, I anticipate that we won't be seeing very well upgraded Air Sweepers, at least not early on, but stay tuned for future episodes where we cover offensive and defensive tactics using the Air Sweepers. So as always, thank you so much for spending a few minutes of your day with me. I hope I kept you entertained. Please keep those comments coming in. Let me know what else you guys would like to see from future episodes. Like, comment, and subscribe for daily Clash of Clans uploads. Watch the quest of 5,000 trophies continue, and I will see you guys again tomorrow with more full attacks.
Galadon, your Town Hall 8, where are the daily cries?